everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video we're going to be talking about what I packed in my hospital bag as well as in my baby's bag as well, her diaper bag. Baby Evelyn is over here taking a little nap, and so hopefully we can get through this without her waking up. So if you hear some noise, she makes a lot of noise in her sleep, so that's all that is. Okay, so this is different than the normal what's in my hospital bag video because obviously my baby is already here and I had full intentions of filming this video before I gave birth, but that just didn't work out. You know, my husband and I have been renovating and remodeling our entire house, and we've been trying so hard to get it done before baby arrived, and she ended up arriving 2 days after her due date. But we were still scrambling trying to get the last room, this room actually, finished before her arrival. So I kept putting off filming this video and eventually it was just too late. I even thought about filming this video at the hospital while I was in labor, but things were a little scary at one point there and labor took priority. But it did cross my mind. I was like, oh, I really wanted to have this video out for you all. I've had several people request it. So here we are today after the birth of our little girl here, and we're just gonna go ahead and film it because honestly I still have a lot of the stuff still packed in my hospital bag. And so this way I can tell you what I packed and what I actually used. So hopefully it'll be even more helpful. Also, I have a list here of everything that well, first of all, I just made a list of everything I wanted to pack. I included any last minute items, stuff I need to grab out the door as I was heading out the door. I also made a list for Evelyn's hospital bag or her diaper bag, and then my husband Doug's hospital bag as well, and just got all three of them packed. Thankfully, I think a couple weeks before she arrived, so at least a week before. And I can't tell you how great it was to have these packed. I mean, besides the last minute stuff we had to grab, because if I haven't already, I'm going to share my birth story. If I have already, I'll link it up here and in the description so you can watch it. But if I haven't, stay tuned. That will be coming up shortly on my channel. But so if you follow me on Instagram, you know that things were a bit scary going into labor. I had a placenta abruption, and that is what led me to go to the hospital ASAP. I woke up, had to go right away. So I was literally shaking. My husband and I were just gathering what we had to gather together at 4 a.m. in the morning, and so this was a lifesaver. Having the bags packed and then having a list of the just last minute items we needed to grab was truly a lifesaver. So if you're pregnant and you're looking to pack your bag, I highly recommend doing it as soon as possible, but also make a list of any last minute items you need to grab. Things like your toothbrush, your hairbrush, or what else did I have on here? Glasses or contacts. Yeah, just stuff like that if you want to bring your vitamins. Anything that you need to grab, your keys, whatever you need to put on the list to make sure you do it before you leave for the hospital. So, alright, well, I have talked enough. Let's go ahead and jump into the video and talk about what is in my hospital bag. I'll be referring to this list for anything that I don't have packed in here, just to make sure I do go over everything. So yeah, okay, let's go. So, sorry baby, I think I scared her with the Velcro. So we thought about getting a pretty bag and everything, but I ended up just using this black one. It's fine, it's just for one day, and honestly I can't believe what little I used out of here. I tried to be really minimal when I packed, but I used hardly anything. I barely opened the bag, I'll tell you that up front. So, and I think part of that was just because of kind of how things happened with going into labor and everything, just the scare we had, and I really just kind of stayed in the hospital stayed in the hospital gown throughout my stay until like the very end. I had a lot of bleeding and stuff going on, so it was just easier that way. And I knew that I might do that. I knew that I might just not really use my clothes, because who wants to wash laundry when they get home from giving birth? Yeah. All right, well, first of all, I bought these little, they're not mesh, they're actually waterproof I think, but these little Ziploc bags, and this was just making it easier to store categories together. So like bras, socks, underwear, and then like my daytime clothing, pajamas, that sort of thing. It's just easy to put things kind of lumped together in a bag, and then I could just grab it or ask my husband to grab it for me, and it would just be easier than just like digging through the whole bag. And at least that's what I thought, but like I said, I didn't end up using a lot of this stuff. So, but I still like how it turned out and how organized it was. So the very first thing that let's talk about are some nursing bras. So I packed some bras, and I'm gonna link everything that I can below. So if one of these items interests you, it should be in the description box below. So the first thing on my list is a sleeping bra. I wanted something that was nursing friendly, obviously, and then something I could sleep in that wasn't, you know, having wires in it and stuff. So I searched far and wide on Amazon for bras that I thought could work for me. And I was looking for something more like a sports bra, something that had a little support, but something I could sleep in without feeling like I was really wearing a bra, because I heard that if you're going to breastfeed, that you do need to wear a bra during the night because you're going to leak. So that was a little bit of a surprise to me when I first heard that you're going to have to start wearing a bra at night. So I decided, let's go the least bra like possible. So I got this sports bra with the intent of wearing a like a breast pad inside of it, so I could just stick one in to each side and wear this to bed and not feel like I've got wires sticking into me. So these I really do like. I like a lot, and I have used them nearly daily ever since. So this was a good buy. I think it came 4 or 5 in a package, and really good price too. So I will link these below. And this is what they look like. They just pull on. So sleeping bra. I also packed a nursing bra. So I mean, the sleeping bra is a nursing bra too, but this one is just more of a regular like nursing bra. It has the whole clip thing here that comes down so you can nurse. And these are really comfortable. They have pads that you can have put in, and then you can also pull them out and go padless. And so I think my plan was to kind of like pull that out and then put like a nursing pad or breast pad just directly inside. So that was my plan. But these ones I haven't used as often as like the sleeping bras or what I'm going to show you in a second. But I think I will, especially when the weather warms up. I'll probably use these a lot more just under t-shirts and stuff. So I brought one of those. I bought 3 different nursing bra / tanks, and I brought all 3 of the ones that I bought because I bought 3 types because I wasn't sure what I was gonna like. I was thinking I probably am going overboard, but I've never done this before. I don't know what I'm going to like, and it turns out I like all of them and I use all of them, so that worked out, especially because I try to be really minimal with what I got. So I'm happy I'm using all of them. These tank tops, I love these tank tops. So it's basically just like the nursing bra I showed you, but except it's a tank top. So I've kind of been living in these things. They are really comfortable. They have the same deal where this part snaps down and then you can just nurse. But anyways, I didn't end up using these at the hospital. So anyways, this pulls down and this keeps the tank top on, of course, and then you can nurse and then pull this back up, and it just clips really easily right there. If you don't feel like messing with the clips, then just get the other bra that I showed you for sleeping, the sleeping bra. And you can sleep in these too because they don't have wires or anything. But anyways, these are really comfortable. They're really long. By the way, I am exactly 2 weeks out from giving birth. Little Evelyn is 14 days old today, so it's crazy to believe it's been 2 weeks. It's like the time flies by, but also it hasn't been that long, and it feels like it's been so long. So, but I'm feeling really good. I'm no longer really sore down here. I had 2nd-degree tearing, but surprisingly, the pain really started to go away around day 5, I'd say. By a week after, I was feeling really good, and now I'm feeling very good down there. So Okay, so that is all the bra stuff that I had, and then the next thing I'm going to pull out are my clothing items, which I had in a bigger Ziploc. I don't want to call it a Ziploc, but a bigger zip bag, I don't know what to call them. So I wanted to have some like lounge pants or some pajama pants that were looser fitting, just in case I wanted something loose fitting. I wasn't sure if I'd want to wear leggings and that type of thing. So I made sure to bring one of both. So I brought these like pajama pants. I just got these at Walmart. I think if you look now, they'll probably still have them. They're really soft material. They've got a cuff at the bottom and they just fit really, really nicely. They're not too tight and they're not too loose. I got them in a size medium, which is probably a little bit on the bigger side, but I was pregnant when I bought them, so I just wanted to make sure I'd have something that was comfortable in case I didn't want to wear something tight. So I'm trying to think, did I even put these on? I think I did. I think I got cold at some point and I put these on under my nightgown. So I'm pretty sure I did. Okay, then I also had brought some leggings in case I wanted something to kind of suck everything in a bit and just feel a bit more comfortable, but I wasn't sure if I prefer loose fitting or tight fitting because I'd never given birth before, so I didn't know how I'd feel. It turned out I was in a lot of pain once everything wore off the next day, and I just wasn't sure I wanted to yank anything on, so I didn't wear the leggings. But I don't have them in the bag because I'm wearing them right now. So these are the ones that I packed. They are really nice because they're really high-waisted. I think they come in other colors. I got them from Amazon and I will link them below because I think you're gonna love them. So I would highly, highly recommend these. I definitely could have worn them after birth because they weren't too tight. I did go up a size when I bought them because before I bought my normal size, they were so tight I couldn't even get them on. Of course I was trying them on while pregnant, but you know, I just put them to my hips and it was just like, no way. But just go up a size, or you know, you can try it and return it. It's Amazon. Highly, highly recommend these leggings. Even though I did not wear them at the hospital, I did bring them with me and I wore them when I got home. The next thing I brought was a sweater. This is just like a cardigan. It's a longer length, and I thought if I'm cold during labor, because I'm probably going to be in labor for a while, if I get cold, I'll just put this on over my hospital gown to stay warm. Well, it turned out I was pretty much in the bed the whole time, and I never had a chance to even put this on at all. So it was a good thought. I definitely would pack it again, but I didn't need it this time. I just was in the hospital bed with blankets on anyways, so I didn't really need a sweater. But I still recommend packing it even though I didn't use it. Okay, moving on to shirts. I packed 2 different shirts. I wasn't sure what I was going to want to wear, but I figured if we're leaving the hospital, I'd want to put on some normal clothes. So I packed this one, which I just stuffed it back in here because I've been wearing it lately. This one I got from Amazon. It's really pretty. It's a little form-fitting, but not super form-fitting. It's got like gathers on the side, so it's really flattering. It's especially after you just had a baby. So it's not a maternity shirt, but it does have that gathering on the side to just be really flattering over that area. If you're wearing leggings, it works out nice because you feel like you can cover up. I ended up wearing just the jeans that I came in with this shirt, so that worked out. But I only used this one shirt. I packed a second shirt because I wasn't sure which one I was going to wear. And this one is also from Amazon. Her little squeaking. And this one I thought would be nursing friendly because it's got this zipper on both sides, so you could just zip it up and then pull with your shirt. So this one's a really soft material. It's loose fitting. I wasn't sure if I'd want anything form fitting. So it's loose fitting, it's long, it's more of a tunic type shirt, so that works really nicely with leggings as well. I've been living in leggings because they're so comfortable for this time of my life. And I'm home all the time right now, so some leggings and a good tunic top is perfect. The next thing I packed was a little nightgown that was nursing friendly. Tried a whole bunch on Amazon, picked out a couple that I liked. This one is such a soft material and it's really pretty. I don't know if you can see on camera. It's a dark blue color, but it has lace sleeves. They're just short sleeve. Let's see if I can show you up close. I think it's just very pretty, very flattering. And it's got the crossover front V neckline, so you can just pull it down for nursing. So I did put this on the next morning. We stayed for 2 days. For first time mom, they just wanted to keep us for 2 nights, they said. So I put this on the second day, I think, in the morning, just to get some pictures. And although I didn't need it, and I definitely could have gotten by, and I almost just kept wearing the hospital gowns, but I decided, no, let's go ahead and get a few pictures wearing something a little bit nicer. So the next thing that I packed are socks. And my feet are always cold, so I thought for sure I'd wear socks. I think I might have used a pair, but for the most part, I'm not sure I wore socks. I think I just went barefoot and wore slippers. But I did pack some socks. I also packed a couple pairs of these fluffy winter socks. I thought these would be great if your feet get cold. Didn't end up using them, but I'd still maybe pack them if I were doing this again. And then I packed a couple pairs of underwear. These I didn't use because I just immediately used the mesh underwear that the hospital gives you. She is so squeaky right now. I don't know if you can hear that. But I used the hospital underwear that they give you, like the disposable. I actually brought some in to show you. They sent me home with a few of these, and just so you know, you can wash these. So I washed them and kept going and using them because they were just so comfortable. I know they're not pretty, but they feel like nothing on, and they're breathable, and that's what you need when you're healing down there. So I would highly recommend wearing the hospital underwear. Here's a close-up if you want to see what they look like. Here's the legs. I love them. I know so many people complain about them, and some people recommend getting those Depends underwear that are disposable, but I actually bought a package of those and then realized they have a fragrance to them. So I don't want to put a fragrance anywhere near there. So I just stuck with the hospital mesh underwear. Loved them, brought them home, washed them, wore them until I felt I didn't need them, because they give you these huge pads to put in them. So once I stopped kind of wearing those huge pads, probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 days in postpartum. No, 3 or 4 days home, not postpartum. So probably like 5 days postpartum, I stopped wearing the large pads, and I just bought some of my own. I actually ran out of large pads they gave me and had to go out and buy some large pads, but okay, so did not end up using underwear that I packed. I picked up these slippers at Walmart, so if you like them and want them, I think Walmart still has them. I literally just got them before I packed my hospital bag. So this is what they look like, and I just wanted some that were warm and washable and all of that good stuff. So these claim to be not sweat free, but like that they don't make you sweat, and that is a lie because my feet sweat a lot in them. So that is kind of annoying. I don't really like that about them at all. But they worked for going from the bed to the bathroom and that sort of thing. The next thing I brought were some flip-flops, and this was mainly for showering in, so that you don't have to walk barefoot in the hospital shower. The next thing I have is cosmetics, as well as like face wash and that kind of stuff. So I just had this travel bag I got a long time ago. I think I got it from Walmart. And this is what I ended up packing it in, and it fit inside of my duffel bag too. So in here I have some little claw clips, because I use these claw clips to put my hair up in a bun when I take a shower. I also have a fresh razor, and then I got these travel containers from Amazon. They're supposed to be leak proof, and they come with little stickers on them. So I put shampoo and conditioner, makeup remover, and body wash into those, and then I just brought a tiny bit of face cream in a little travel container from Walmart. I also got a travel size container of body lotion, and I did not use that. I didn't use the body lotion, I didn't use the shampoo or conditioner, I did use the face cream, I did use the makeup remover. I brought a little loofah for showering with rather. I brought some toothpaste, some mouthwash. I didn't end up using that. I brought an extra toothbrush that I had packed ahead of time just in case my husband or I forgot to bring our electric toothbrush. We'd be covered with these regular toothbrushes. Oh, and I also had deodorant. I don't have that. I don't have it with me right here, but I brought my deodorant. And then I also, ooh, where is that bag? I don't know, she might be waking up from her nap. I had a little bag for all of my makeup, and this is basically just what I brought right here. So I don't wear a lot of makeup, so I just brought what I use every day, and I did end up using that. If you're interested in the makeup that I wear, I have it all linked below all the time. So I do get questions about that, so I just keep it linked in the description bar. Oh, another thing I forgot to show you was I brought nail clippers and a nail file. I didn't know if I would need to file her little nails or not. I didn't end up. They're very razor sharp, but they're not super long yet. So I didn't end up filing or doing anything with them, but I did bring that just in case I wanted them. Nail clippers and nail files, did not use either of those. I also brought a water bottle. I love this water bottle. I got it from Amazon and it is glass, so no BPA. And then it has this like silicone cover on it to kind of help you grip it and help it if you drop it or something. I think it's really pretty. And it came with just like a screw off lid with a handle just like this, but I ended up getting the same brand, sold other lids separately. So I got this one separately and it just like opens up like that. Figured that'd be easier to drink from while I'm laying in the bed. And then it still has this handle. And I thought I'm glad I brought this, but I ended up not using it at all because my nurses were just so good about bringing me water and stuff to drink whenever I need it. They were always refilling my water for me. So that was nice, and I didn't need to use this at all, but now I use it all the time. It's always at my bedside so that when I'm nursing, I can just chug some water. Okay, now we're just gonna move into the other category. So this is like random stuff. So I have my water bottle. I brought a huge bag of snacks. I wish I could show you, but it was like this size bag. And it was full of snacks. My husband grabbed some, I grabbed some, put them all in there. Of course, I wasn't really allowed to eat during labor, but he could have snacks and then I could have some afterward. We definitely did not need to pack that large of a bag of snacks, but we did. So I had just some protein bars. I brought some lollipops because I'd heard you could suck on like hard candy. Didn't end up using those at all during labor. Yeah, it's just a whole bunch of different snacks. Cliff bars, Belvita, which I've been living off of lately. So good. I also brought an extra long phone charger. Everyone says to do that. Didn't end up using that, just used my husband's when he wasn't using his. Didn't need it during labor. Well, I guess I did. Yeah, I used his one time during labor. But yeah, I just used his. It wasn't a big deal. I also brought permanent markers, and this was, well, I'll show you later, but for her birth stat, like her birth announcement, to just write her little stats on there. Brought some permanent markers, the pencil. Oh, I brought my birth plan. I brought some nipple balm. This is Earth Mama organic nipple butter. And this is what that looks like. So I brought this to put on for nursing to try to prevent my nipples from cracking and bleeding, which didn't really work. There were some painful days ahead of the hospital. So this was nice. I'm glad I had it. They also gave me some other cream to use, but yeah, it didn't totally prevent pain, that's for sure. So I picked up this really pretty folder from the Dollar General, actually. And it's just a light pink color with hearts on it. And I put my birth plan or birth preferences in here. I showed it to my OB at my 39-week appointment, and she kept it in my file, but I did not end up taking this out really or using my birth plan at all. Everything just was different from what I had thought it was going to be, and that was okay. So yeah, I just didn't even take out my birth plan. I think Doug took it out at one point and he was like, oh, remember this? And he like showed it to our nurse, and she looked through and she's like, oh, you got some of this, you got quite a few of these things. And I have to say, like, all the stuff that I wanted to happen after the birth, it definitely got. But you know, things were just not as planned, because you can't really plan your labor. So things just already from the start, just having to rush to the hospital with the bleeding and everything going on, this was just far from the front of my mind. So it was nice to have. If things would have gone differently, then yeah, but I do still recommend create some sort of birth preferences, even if just for your wishes after the birth, what you would like them to do with your new baby. The next thing I brought was a little bag for like dirty laundry. This is just one that I had from I don't know what, something, and it worked. I actually had 2 of these, and I just brought one for me and my husband. I also brought this little bag of, what are they called? Nursing pads? Yeah, I think I was calling them breast pads before. Whatever, nursing pads, breast pads. I have not gotten good use out of these because things have been really sore and cracked and ouchy, and these tend to stick, and when you pull it off, it really hurts. Don't want it sticking to anything, so I haven't got a lot of use out of these yet. I did at the very, very beginning, but once my milk came in and everything and things started to get painful, I didn't want a whole lot touching here because it was just too painful. But I hope in the future I can use these. Oh, but these I just got off of Amazon. They're reusable, they're washable, they're cloth. I don't have it with me because my husband had it in his bag, but we brought a large bag, just like a cloth, almost like a laundry bag, really large, to bring any items that the hospital was going to leave us with. So we brought some wipes, diapers, mesh underwear, just any items that the hospital was giving us as we left. So we were allowed to keep a lot of the things that were in our room. So I brought a bag just to stuff that stuff into and bring home. And then I also had this travel tissues, didn't use those. Makeup remover wipes, didn't use those. Some little breath savers, didn't end up using those. And some Listerine strips, did not use those. So yeah, just some random stuff. Okay, I also brought this little thing. I got some tennis balls and I put them in a sock. I think pantyhose would work better, but this is what I had, sock. And this was for Doug so he could like massage my back if I was having back labor and that kind of thing. I heard to bring tennis balls and use those to massage to save your thumbs and your fingers for your husband. I did not use these at all because I didn't even have any pain because I ended up getting the epidural. But you might want to pack these just in case. You never know how things might go. I kind of thought I'd use them at home as I labored at home, but I didn't end up laboring at home just because of our situation. We had to hurry in. So did not labor at home. If we had, I'm sure those would have come in handy. Alright, the last thing I have is just stuff I wrote down to grab before I leave. So these are things like our electric toothbrush, my hairbrush, my glasses or contacts. I didn't bring any contacts, but I did bring my glasses, thankfully. A pencil sharpener, I didn't bring that. That was so that I could write her little announcement plaque thingy, sign, whatever you want to call it, without messing up. I wanted to write in pencil first and then go over it in marker, but I still kind of messed it up. Belly butter, I didn't bring my belly butter. It wasn't really a priority at the moment that we were rushing out the door. Vitamins, yes, I did have 2 days worth of vitamins packed already, and then a hair dryer. I wasn't sure if I needed to bring a hair dryer, if they would have a hair dryer. I didn't know. I did not bring a hair dryer, just did not grab that. Didn't need it, so that worked out. Okay, and that's everything in my bag and on my list. That is what I brought to the hospital, and I hope it was helpful knowing what I did and did not use. Sorry I did not get to film this before I had the little baby girl here, but better late than never, right? But let's go ahead and talk really quick about what is in Evelyn's diaper bag. So this diaper bag I'm loving it. It's a really great size. Got it from Amazon, I'll link it below. First thing, I just see it right here, it's no longer in here, but I brought this nice fluffy blanket, which we got at our baby shower, and it was amazing for covering the car seat and bringing her home because it was cold that day. 2 newborn sleepers and 2 0 to 3 month sleepers, because I was told you never know what size your baby's going to be, so bring a newborn and bring a 0 to 3 months. So we brought these 2 little sleepers for her newborn sleepers, but it turned out these did not fit her. She is so small. She was born 6 pounds 6 ounces, and she almost would have fit into preemie outfits. So these were huge. She was swimming in them. We ended up keeping her in the hospital's little nightgown for babies pretty much the entire time. We did change her into one or both of these at one point there, I think, but we quickly realized they did not fit her. But it worked. It's just they were way too big. But anyways, didn't even touch the 0 to 3 month, obviously. And then I brought 3 little onesies, newborn sizes and 0 to 3 month. And I didn't end up using these at all. Then I brought 2 swaddles. We used one to cover her in the car seat, just like put over her body, and then we had the other big blanket to go over the car seat. But I don't think we swaddled her in these at the hospital. No, yeah we did, because I took a little picture of her with her name announcement. The hospital provided swaddles too while she was there, so that's mainly what we used. Also, I just packed the sides with some diapers. We didn't end up using our diapers at all. We just used the hospital's diapers. I don't want to wake her up, but I have some petroleum jelly I brought because I heard if you put that on their little bottom that it can help you get off those first really tarry poops. Didn't end up using that. They weren't that hard to get off. I think one time it was like pretty hard to get off, but I've used it since. I also brought little matching hats because I didn't know, how we wanted to do it for pictures. So little hats that matched her onesies, or rather her sleepers. I also brought little matching gloves too in case she was trying to scratch her face. Well, we ended up using the hospital hats, but we had these just in case. I think we put them on her at one point, but the hospital hat stayed on a little better. So we mainly used the hospitals while she was there. And then we had these little matching gloves for her sleeper outfits. They matched them in case she started scratching her face with her little sharp fingernails. Didn't end up using those. And then this adorable sweet little bow for her hair, just a little headband. And this is the cutest little thing. It comes in a set of, I don't know, 12 maybe? The front pocket here, I had a couple burp cloths. It's really cute. They match her sleepers. Or I keep saying sleepers. Yeah, her sleepers. Oh man, losing my mind. And we did not end up using these. Actually, I haven't used burp cloths yet, but I've used a lot of like swaddles in their place. We also brought baby wipes, which I don't have in here at the moment, but I just had some Pampers baby wipes that we had stuck on the side here. The last thing we had was her little birth and name announcement. So I ordered these from a website called Caden Lane, and this one is just her name announcement. It's just a cute little heart. It's made out of wood, and then I also have her birth stats on a little sign like this as well. And I got this as well from Caden Lane, and she's already grown more than an inch, and she's surpassed her birth weight already, and she's only just turned 2 weeks. Oh, she's growing so fast. So that is everything that I packed in our hospital bags. Of course, there's my husband's hospital bag, which I did kind of do with him and asked him what he would need and that sort of thing. We sort of packed it together, and then he grabbed last minute items that we went over beforehand and made a list of, just like I did for mine. That covers everything for mine, and I keep wanting to say baby girl because I'm not used to saying her name on YouTube, but now you all know her name is Evelyn Rose, and she's the sweetest little thing. I'm gonna bring my camera over to show you her actually right now while she's taking a little nap, looking so peaceful. But I hope this video was helpful to you. If it was, let me know by giving it a thumbs up or in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! No matter what I do, she can roll herself onto her side already. She is such a strong little baby. But she just keeps rolling over. Until I met you, I was feeling lost. But you're the one who can make it go away. All you have to do is look at me.
Sometimes I can't breathe, but it feels like you're